Creech, where are you?
Coming, Lord. I brought the to-do list. We've got a lot to catch up on, I'm
Yeah,
afraid.
never mind the list. Something terrible has happened.
I know, Lord. You travelled back from another dimension and now you're no longer immortal.
No, not that. That's just something else entirely. Look, here, on my head.
Lord?
What do you see?
Your hair, Lord?
Yes, and...
I'm not sure.
Gaps, Creech, gaps. Here and here at the front and there on the bloody top. My once lustrous mane is thinning.
Right. Now, is that it, or can we get started on the list?
No, that's not it. There's more, Creech. This morning when I awoke, my limbs were afflicted with a terrible stiffness. I could barely raise myself from my bed.
I see.
And my eyes, they grow weak. I can scarcely make out the names on the death warrants. And even when I can read them, I can't remember who they are. Clearly, I am the victim of a vile and malignant spell. Have we upset any sorcerers recently?
I don't think it's a spell, Lord.
Really? Well, what then? A disease? Some kind of dreadful wasting sickness. I bet I caught it from you.
It's not a disease either.
Huh?
You're just, getting on a bit.
What do you mean?
Well, how old are you now?
Well, I don't know, 40.
1,000 years old, yes, at least. Actually, probably more like 46,000. Maybe even 47.
Yeah, all right. I'm in the 40s. Let's leave it at that, shall we? What's your point?
It's just that you're mortal now.
So?
Well, you do understand what being mortal means, oh maleficent one?
Well, of course I understand, Creech. I'm not what's the word?
Imbecile?
Imbecile, exactly, yes. No, where once I was immortal and would exist as I am for all eternity, now at some unspecified point in the future I shall cease to be.
Yes, but not just that, Lord.
What?
You are now vulnerable to the ravages of time. Your body and mind are aging.
You mean all these things are going to get worse? That's what I've got to look forward to, or my faculties degenerating further and further until finally everything just packs up altogether?
Well, that's about the size of it, Lord, but don't worry, it's quite normal.
It might be normal to you, Creech, but it most certainly isn't normal to me. Well, I'm not just going to sit here and wait while my skin turns to paper and crumbles to dust. I am the Dark Lord of the Shadows. I'm going to fight this, Creech.
Yes.
Fight it. I shall beat death if it's the last thing I do. Yes. All right. You can go.
Very good, Lord.
Yes. Oh, and shut the door on the way out, will you? There's a terrible draft in here.